Hallo Freunde und willkommen zurück zu The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, wo wir in der letzten Folge den Wolkenriesen besiegt haben. Cyanna ihren letzten Wunsch,
Will o' the Wisp.
ja,
I think it's got something to show us.
Careful, it's not to be trusted.
ihren letzten Wunsch erfüllt haben und wo wir uns jetzt
Just curious.
hier raus...
Why do you want the heart of Toussaint and the ducal wine?
They were my right, my due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do, and I regret nothing. One lives but once. Here, we need but jump into the well. You first.
Na dann, tun wir den Fall. Mach das. Auf zurück ins richtige Buckler. Nach einem ewigen Ladescreen. Halleluja, ist der heute wieder lang. Na komm. Oh.
Portals in a fountain? Not terribly practical.
It was a secret passage. Henriette and I would use it to...
hide from your governess, which luckily she noted down in her diary, thus I knew where to await you. Never mind that. Has the young lady agreed to help clean up the mess she's made?
She has. And stop treating me as if I were a child.
Would you prefer I treated you like the lying manipulator you are?
Calm down, both of you.
But...
No buts. Let's go. Really want to be done with this.
Außerdem, Vegas behandelt alle Menschen wie kleine Kinder, weil sie es für ihn sind. Er hat halt schon ein paar Jahre auf dem Buckel. Der Gute. Von einem Ladescreen in den nächsten. Das ist doch schön. So will ich das haben. Level. Nice. Nicht, dass es uns gerade viel nützen würde, aber Level up.
Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley. On a clear day you can see the outlines of Duntine.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive. So aware. Honestly, what did Detlef ever see in you?
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
You nervous?
Mm-hmm. It's always a bit nerve-wracking meeting an ex. Especially so when said ex is a vampire.
I doubt he'll be in the mood for jests.
I know. May I be honest? Yes, I'm nervous. I really would prefer just to run off. I gave my word I would help, I know. But how much is that worth? Yet I owe him this meeting. And that is that.
Na dann.
Let's get ready. Deadloff will be here any moment now.
Oder er ist schon da. Als ob er einfach durch den Eingang spaziert, Cyanna. Er ist ein fucking Vampir.
Sienna, I have a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Dead love. It's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part.
What? But how?
The ribbon? Ha! Seems I've been fooled again. She will pay for this, sooner or later. She will pay! You never should have meddled, Witcher!
Aber dann muss es ja so. Ich weiß nicht, ob du einen Teil mischen willst, Geralt, aber... Und jetzt wird es möglich.
I want justice! You tricked me! Both of you!
Didn't see any of it.
Gar nicht.
Silence!
Damn, you're a
Ja, das kann leider echt gut kontern. Das muss man halt immer warten, dass man ihn dann selber zuschlagen wird. Jetzt.
Acknowledge any gods. Start praying now! Der Glove macht einfach nur unglaublich viel Schaden. Das ist nicht normal. Ich sollte vielleicht die Absude erst trinken, wenn wir Schaden genommen haben. Einfach für die extra Heilung. Und dann mal gucken. Eigentlich müsste ich gegen ihn auch das schwarze Blut einsetzen können, ne? Gucken wir gleich mal, ob ich das mal eben switchen kann.
Na komm, warum braucht das denn immer so ewig? Ja,
Nice play, isn't it?
Is it? Perhaps.
Ja, das ist schon durchgegangen,
I
aber-
may I? Yet I.
The ribbon.
Ja. So, mal ganz kurz checken. Da ist schwarzes Blut. Jetzt, noch irgendwas Sinnvolles. Krawallschrott. Und gut. Den können wir mal noch trinken. Machen wir aber gleich erst. Ja, das ist schon.
I want you just the nuts. You both of you.
Didn't plan any of it.
Silence. Acknowledge any gods. Start praying now.
Das trifft mich halt nicht. Das hat einen Grund, weshalb ich diesen Kampf hasse. Und vielleicht sollte ich wirklich nicht den Trollabsud, sondern das schwarze Blut nehmen. Das könnte jetzt noch was dauern. Wie gesagt, das ist so ziemlich der, einerseits nicht nur der härteste Bossfight des Spiels,
Nice, isn't it?
andernfalls auch
Is it?
einfach,
Perhaps.
naja,
The ribbon.
der nervigste Bossfight, der schwächste definitiv.
I want you just the nuts. You tricked me. Both of you.
Didn't plan.
Silence.
Vergessen, dass ich ja die Katze noch dran habe. Ja, musst du jetzt mal auf? aufnehmen. Hier ich mal eben.
If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now.
Durch unseren Querschnitt. So. Phase 2 überstanden. Hey, ich hab Platz gut gefunden. Jetzt wird's.
Do you think that will stop me? Prepare to die, Witcher!
Müssen die Ja, ich sagen, aber das ist immer noch ein höherer Vampir, der da liegt. Der rafft sich gerade wieder zusammen, im wahrsten Sinne des Wortes.
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist.
Okay. Das war bestimmt nicht leicht für den guten Regis. Ich habe jetzt überlegt, nehme ich den Ladescreen, um schnell einen Cut zu machen? Da habe mir dann gedacht, na, so lang kann der doch nicht sein. Ich vergaß. Ja, das lohnt sich das wahrscheinlich nicht mehr. Wahrscheinlich sitzen wir noch in einer Minute vor dem schwarzen Ladebildschirm, aber hey. Ich meine, jetzt kommt noch eine Sequenz. Dann können wir nämlich das zumindest veröffentlichen.
My, what a smashing ensemble.
You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices. But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
Usually wear something different, better suited to my trade. Got nothing against this particular outfit, though. Just don't exactly feel comfortable in it. And I despise formal occasions.
Nothing one can't get accustomed to. Now, be so kind as to stand still. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud. Palace protocol places enormous emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette.
Huh. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else. Which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regis. That because they refuse to buy you a new outfit?
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience.
Count on it. Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory, after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Syanna planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Syanna's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Dettlaff. Perhaps we missed something.
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making deliveries when we talked to him. How do you know he handled the letters?
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I conducted a little investigation of my own. You'd be very proud to see how I conducted myself. I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our enterprising young friend. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their society as a whole, reciprocity takes precedence over all other codes, and thus no good deed goes unrewarded. Of course, the same holds true for malicious or destructive deeds.
The letters. What's the connection?
When the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, we'd failed to ask the proper questions when we chatted earlier. It took a bit more tongue-loosening, but ultimately he spoke. He admitted he'd handed Dettlaff the letters. He knew this information was valuable to me. In providing it, he was simply repaying me.
Na dann reden wir mit dem Schuhputzer. Aber das machen wir in der nächsten Folge. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und wir sehen uns morgen wieder zu The Witcher 3, wenn wir das Rätsel endgültig lösen. Bis dahin, ciao Freunde.